Hi, welcome to the class. Today we'll do few numericals of chapter 1 and the numericals are based on simple pendulum. So what I am trying to do in this video is to tell you how to solve few numericals based on the simple pendulum and few questions I'll do from the exercise. Mind you, these are the sample problems, like I'm just explaining how to do the numericals, right? Rest of the numericals you have to practice it from the book. So let's begin. So here you can see this is the first question. So this question reads out: a simple pendulum completes 40 oscillations in 1 minute. Find its first part frequency, second part time period. Now in this question it is written it completes 40 oscillations in 1 minute. So you all know that how we have defined frequency. So frequency was the number of oscillations completed in 1 second. So here these are the formula which we will be using. F is equals to 1 by t, where F is frequency, t is time period. And the second formula which we will be using is t is equals to 2 pi under the root L upon g, where L is the length of pendulum and g is acceleration due to gravity, right? So in the first question it says that, first question, so always I tell my student whenever they do numerical, first of all they should write given. What is given in the question? So in the given you could see that it says that 40 oscillations in 1 minute. 1 minute. So 40 oscillations are done in 1 minute, right? So 40 oscillations in 60 seconds, because 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. So I want to know how much time it will take to complete one oscillation, because number of oscillations completed in 1 second, sorry. So I want to know, I can write it as 1 into 60 seconds, because 60 can be written as 1 into 60 seconds, right? I'll bring this 60 here because I want to know how many oscillations this pendulum is doing in 1 second. Because if I know the number of oscillations completed in 1 second, that will be my frequency. That is why I'm interested in knowing how many oscillations done in 1 second. Therefore, if I bring this downwards, so it will be 40 upon 60 oscillations, and that will be 1 second. So in 1 second how many oscillations are done? 40 upon 60. If I solve it, 0 cancels out, 2, 2, 2, 3. It means in 1 second it is doing 2 upon 3 oscillation. 2 upon 3 oscillations. So you know number of oscillations completed in 1 second. This is the number, these are the number of oscillations completed in 1 second. It means this is frequency. So frequency is equals to, F is equals to 2 upon 3. And what is the SI unit of frequency? SI unit of frequency is Hertz. So frequency is given. So see how tricky they have done it. So frequency is given. Frequency is 2 by 3 Hertz. Now in the first part they are asking us to calculate frequency. Frequency we have calculated. You can solve it in decimal, dividing it. So it will come 0.67 Hertz. So this is the frequency. This is the first part which is done. Now in the second part they are asking you to calculate time period. So how do I calculate time period? I know F is equals to 1 by t. So I'll use this, F is equals to 1 by t. So if I use this F is equals to 1 by t, then in that case it will be F is equals to 1 by t. F I have already calculated. F is already calculated, 2 by 3 Hertz. So F I will put 2 by 3 is equals to 1 by t. I have to calculate time period, it will go there, cross multiply you will do. So t is equals to 3 by 2 and time will be in seconds. So this will be 1.5 seconds. So the answer has come, right? So this is how you have to do it. Now the second part you will try it yourself. So here the time period of a simple pendulum is 2 seconds. Time period of a simple pendulum is given 2 seconds. What is its frequency? You have to calculate the frequency and time period is given. Mind you, always write the given first, then the formula, and then solve the numerical, right? So this you can try. So time period is given, frequency you have to calculate. So f is equals to 1 by t you can do, and that will give you the answer. Now one more type I'll discuss with you guys, and this is this numerical. So this numerical reads out, find the length of a seconds pendulum. Now let me tell you, this seconds pendulum means whose time period of oscillation is 2 seconds. So seconds pendulum is a pendulum whose time period of oscillation is 2 seconds. That is why we call it seconds pendulum. So time period of oscillation is 2 seconds because here it is given seconds pendulum at a place where the value of g is also given, and pi they are asking us to calculate take 3.14. So given I will write t is equals to 2 seconds. Why am I taking t is equals to 2 seconds? Because it is a seconds pendulum, and in seconds pendulum the time period of oscillation is 2 seconds. G is also given. G is 10 meter per second square. This is the value of G, and pi they are asking us to calculate, take it as 3.14. What I have to calculate? I have to calculate the length. So what is the formula? Formula is t is equals to 2 pi under the root L upon G. I can square it both sides, because squaring both sides this root will be removed. If I square, this root will go off. So it will be t square is equals to 2 square of 2, 4 square of pi square. And if you square this whole term, like if you square root L upon G whole squared, so this will give you L upon G only. Like we have root 2 square is equals to 2. So remember this if you do not know in case. So L upon G. So I have to calculate length. So it will be t squared into G. G will go there in cross, and this will come in divide upon 4 pi squared is equals to L. Guys, if you want, you can remember this value directly if you want, right? So pi square means 3.14 square into 4. So this you can remember after calculating in a calculator. So that would be easy for you. Now L will be equal to t square. What is the value of t? The value of t is 2. So 2 squared. Why 2 squared? Because it is t square and the value of t is given 2. 2 squared into G. G is 10 upon 4 into 3.14 square and is equals to L. So you know 2 square is 4. So this will be 4 into 10 upon 4 into, and I know this value you can calculate. 3.14 square is 9.8. So this is 9.8. 4 goes off, and this is 9.8. Point you remove, it will become 100. If you solve it, it will come 1.01 meter. So that will be the length of this pendulum. So why time period was taken 2 seconds? Because it is a seconds pendulum. For seconds pendulum, the time period of oscillation is 2 seconds. So that was in this question, right? One more I'll do. I'll just show it to you once so that you can have a look. Now one more quickly I'll do, and then you can practice others from your book. So this one is this: compare the time periods of two pendulums of length 1 meter and 9 meter. So you have to compare the time period. So whenever they ask you to compare the time period, compare means taking out the ratios. So length of one pendulum is given 1 meter, length of second pendulum is given 9 meter. Formula for time period for this one, it will be T1 2 pi under the root L1 upon G. Length may vary for these two. If the length, if the lengths are different, the time period will be different. This we know from the experiment, that if the length increases, time will increase. So you know that the time period for this length will be more as compared to this length. G, the value of G will be same for both, and 2 pi is a constant. So if I want to what I want to do, if I want to compare their time periods, So what I can do, I can square both sides. So T1 square is equals to 4 pi square, 2 square is 4, and then this will be L1 upon G. This will be T1. So instead of L1 I can write 1 meter because L1 is 1 meter. So T1 square is equals to 4 pi square, L1 is 1 upon G. Similarly you do it for this. So again you will put T2 is equals to 2 pi under the root L2 upon G. So it will come T2 square is equals to 4 pi square L2 upon G. So this will be T2 square is equals to 4 pi square 9 upon G, because this L2 is given 9. If you want to compare their time periods, you have to take out the ratios, right? Comparing the time period means take out the ratios. So T1 square upon T2 square, I'll divide these two, because if you want to take out the ratios you have to divide them. So T1 square will be equal to 4 pi square 1 upon G, and then T2 square is 4 pi square 9 upon G. G goes off, 4 pi square will go off, so it is 1 upon 9. So T1 square upon T2 square is equals to 1 upon 9. But guys, they are not asking us to calculate T1 square upon T2 square. They are asking us to calculate the ratio of the time period. So if I remove the square from these two, if I remove this square from this side, it will go in root this side. So it will be T1 upon T2 is equals to root 1 upon root 9. You know that root 1 is 1 only and root 9 is 3. So T1 ratio T2, comparing means taking out the ratio, is 1 raised to 3. So this is one more type which we had done. So remember these 3 sample problems, and then you can practice the numericals from your books exercise, right? Thank you.